What's up, guys? Bunch of stuff up on the board. We're going to go through all of this, and then I'm going to erase it, and we are going to go through this, how to create your advertising to emotionally connect with your customer. This is one of the hardest things that every business owner, I don't care if you spent $0 in advertising, this is one of the hardest things that you will ever face in terms of digital advertising. Why is that? Because what you have to do is know how to connect with people before you even create your content, before you create your videos, before you create your ads, before you create anything. You have to know all of these things. Like literally, look at all this stuff behind me. I've been writing on the board the last 30 minutes. All this stuff behind me, you have to know all of these things and master every single one of them. If you're off on one thing, it could mean that your ads don't perform. I don't care what your landing page looks like. I don't care what your ads look like. I don't care any of that. I don't care what settings you click in Facebook. None of that stuff matters if these things are off. So I'm going to talk about these things. We're going to break this down, and then we're going to break out into when you need to say the right things during the right time during your advertising campaigns. Follow me so far? If you guys have any questions, you can post it up in the comments. You should see the comments on the page. Also, those of you that are watching and you have my credits downloaded, that's fantastic. You will actually get paid for your time watching this video. So we're testing my credits at the same time. So you guys get to learn something, you get paid, I get to test my credits. It's a win-win-win all the way around. Okay, so let's talk about the breakdown of knowing your customer. So also be sure to take notes because this is gonna be massively helpful. Like I said, I charge people $25,000 for this call, right? I charge them a ton of money. Now, it's not just this call, but in order to get this call with me one-on-one, it's really expensive, right? So that said, you guys should take this seriously. Like seriously, you should take this seriously. Take out a piece of paper and a pen and write down some notes. So these are the 3 laws of digital advertising. These are the 3 laws of creating and marketing like a millionaire. Right? Be sure to stay to the end. I'm going to give you the opportunity to get access to all of my training and everything. So be sure to stay to the end, guys. So these are the 3 laws. Law number 1 is know your customer. Know them inside and out. We're going to drill down into every single one of these points. And we're going to talk about how to realize who your best customer is, because who you think your customer might be might not actually be your best customer. There could be a whole market of people out there waiting for you, which could yield millions of dollars in revenue for your business over the next couple of years, but you don't know that you're not targeting your best customer. So we're going to go through this workshop, and during this workshop, we are going to identify your best customer. Step number 1. Step number 2, connect yourself to that customer. If you don't know the customer, you can't connect yourself to the customer. So we're going to go through these steps, and I'm going to give you action items that you can start doing right now to start connecting to your customer. And then number 3, how to connect your product to the customer. You have to do them in this order. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to start marketing to this person. Hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to run some ads to this person and do whatever. That is where people fail. That's where people, spend millions of dollars in advertising and they don't get a return on their investment. Or, they're saying, oh, my software doesn't work, or, this doesn't work, or they're constantly out there looking for the next best thing. But realistically, they're not going through these 3 steps. So you absolutely have to go through these. So let's go through each one of them right now. So what I want you guys to do is write down some notes. And what you're going to write at the top of the page is know your customer. So let's define knowing your customer. Number 1, you want to know these person's financials. And another thing that I do is I name my customer. So if I have a customer, I'll call them, John, for example. So John, I define John. And I know that there are millions of Johns in the world. And I'm going to define this person to say, John makes this much money. Here's what John does for a living. Here's what inspires John. Now, this is what's crazy. Who inspires them? I don't care what you're selling. You could be selling markers. You could be selling books. You could be selling training. You could be selling business development. You could be selling personal development. I don't care what you're selling. You could be selling ice cream. You could be selling, lights. You could be selling cameras. You could be selling whiteboards. It doesn't matter what you're selling. You absolutely need to know who your customer is. And I'm going to get into a story after I get down to the end. Actually, two stories. I'm going to talk about two products and two case studies, and we'll discuss this. But know their inspirations. Know everything about them that inspires them, that motivates them. What's the first thing they think about when they get up in the morning? What are they thinking about when they're in the shower? What are they thinking about when they're going to bed? Or what are they talking about with their wife or husband at dinner? Like every single thing that inspires this person, you need to know everything about them. I don't care what you're selling. Could be cars, could be houses, could be anything. You need to know your customer. Next, what do they love? What do they hate? So what are the things that turn them on? What are the things that turn them off, right? Because you need to advertise to these people. We need to connect with their emotions. So how are you going to connect with your emotions if you don't know what they love and what they hate? Next, what are their dreams? What are their goals? Where do they want to be in a couple of years? I don't care if you're not selling something that helps them with that thing. If you're selling a car, where do they want to be in a couple of years, right? What's the next step? What's the next thing in their life? Life is so precious. Life is so short. What drives them? What gets them, excited? You need to know these things. This is the difference between making, say, $1,000 per month and $100,000 per month, is knowing your customer, knowing these people. So every single ad campaign, every single thing that I do in advertising breaks down to this, not going and clicking the buttons in Facebook, not going and doing those things. That means nothing. Like literally a monkey could do it. I got a couple monkeys that work for me. They're watching this. But no, literally a monkey could do it. Any trained monkey can go and click the buttons in Facebook. But it's this that drives multi-million-dollar ad campaigns. This is the first step. This is the first step. Okay, so going forward, where do they spend their time? Are they spending more time on Instagram, or are they spending more time on Facebook? Are they on Snapchat? What magazines are they reading? What radio stations, if they're still listening to radio? Are they a Spotify user? Are they a radio user? Are they reading a newspaper? Are they reading anything else? Know everything about them. What magazines are on their counter? Like know every single thing about them and define who this person is. Define who this audience is, because every single audience becomes an ad set. That's why. Every single audience becomes an ad set. Every single ad goes towards that ad set, so you know. Because if I just say a blanking statement, hi, my name's Matt, I help people with their Facebook ads. Well, that sucks. Like, not really interested in that. Hi, my name is Matt. I help coaches to connect with a cold audience, to introduce them to their product, to sell information, and to sell their high-ticket courses using Facebook ads to emotionally connect with their best customer to get loyalty and grow their culture. Well, holy crap, that guy got me. That guy knows exactly what I need. Now, if I take those ads and I put them in front of the right person, you know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get a 5 to 10%, a ridiculous click-through rate. I'm going to get 40, 50% opt-in rate. And then on the back, I'm going to get a 5, 10% sale and close rate, which that's what makes millionaires, is knowing your numbers, knowing how to target somebody, knowing how to grow it up. Because you can't just say, hey, let me help you, right? Because it's going to fall on deaf ears. Maybe there's a sliver of people, but if I'm like, hey, let me help you, 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 each one of those is an ad set. And I'm going to help every single person. Now, the purpose for this whole thing is to directly speak to your best customer with digital advertising. It's easy to do on the phone. You just pick up the phone. You're like, hey, where are you at in your life? All right, cool. I've helped people do the same thing. So, let me talk about it, right? That's easy. With digital advertising, it's not so easy. When you're going out and advertising to people, you have to have the entire phone conversation with a video or digitally, or with an email follow-up, or with an autoresponder, or ManyChat, or whatever. You have to do that before you even place the ad. And that's the hardest thing to do. So know where they spend their time. Know what they think is cute or funny, because again, we're trying to disrupt their pattern in their advertising. So they're scrolling down their Facebook or Instagram. You have to disrupt their day to get them to click and sign up to something. How do you do that? Know what they think is cute and funny. Or also, you have to know what they think is lame and pathetic, because you don't want to do that. Something that I could advertise right now to an audience might be lame to another audience. So if I try to target both of those people with the same ad, what's going to happen? 50% is going to sign up, 50% is not going to sign up. So what I do is I take what this group thinks is funny and I give that to them, disrupts their pattern, they click, they engage, they sign up. I take what this group thinks is funny, click, sign up, engage. Two totally different groups. They identify with things completely different. You know, the person that lives in LA who is, you know, driving one car, wants to get into the next car, wants to do this. They've seen a bunch of this stuff online. I want to target them. That person is going to click on things differently than the mother of three that lives in Indiana that drives the kids to soccer practice. She's got different goals than the person living in LA, single, and, you know, trying to come up in the scene. So I don't know, like, people are completely different. People click on things differently. The ads have to reflect that. Okay, next, know their objections. Know their objections before they even ask them. All my objections are answered, or I try to, before they even get to a sales call. If you guys run advertising and you do sales calls and you pick up the phone and all it is objection, 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 guys, start listening to the objections. Write them down. Write them down. Those become your advertising. You have to work your objections into your advertising. That's the difference between a 7-figure campaign and a I didn't make any money campaign. This is why people lose money in Facebook ads, guys. Next step. All right, so hopefully you guys are all following. So know your customer. Number one, you absolutely have to know your customer inside and out. Before I go on to the second pillar of this, actually, let me tell you 2 quick stories. So we are working on pushing out Press Demand. Press Demand is our press on demand platform for anyone that's a business owner that wants to get press, and like Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur, massive press, and get featured in those places. So we pushed out this new platform. It's absolutely incredible. We're testing it. People are starting to pitch today. So absolutely incredible. Like, I'm so excited about this platform. But I'm going through and I'm breaking down knowing our customer. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, this isn't right. This isn't right. Our advertising is targeting the wrong person. And our language on the page, all of our text, all of our copy, everything is targeting the wrong person. Stop. Everybody just stop. And this is what came out of this yesterday. So when I posted Know Your Customer, I was thinking about it and I was working on it for us. And I was like, this isn't right. How did we miss the boat so much? Like, I was focused on the product. Again, here, you know, I'm talking about the product. I'm talking about the features. I'm talking about the benefits, talking about all those things about the product of Press Demand on the page, in the marketing, on the videos, and everything that we're doing. And then I'm like, it dawns on me. I'm like, these people are going to opt themselves out because they're going to say, I am not ready for press. I am not ready to have press. I am not ready to market myself with press. They're going to opt themselves out. So I started looking at our advertising. I started looking at what we have. I'm like, we're missing the boat here, guys. We have to rebuild everything. They're like, why is that? Because we don't know our best customer and we're not clearly identifying who our best customer is in our advertising. So what did we do? We said, okay, let's take a stop down. Who is our best customer? And then we thought like, hey, maybe it is not necessarily the people that already have press, because a lot of the things that we were talking about on page, we're talking about, hey, are you spending a lot of money in press? Hey, try Press Demand. We're like, maybe that's not our best customer. Maybe our best customer is telling the business owner who is, you know, just starting the business or just having their first success. That's when we need to tell them they need Press Demand. So it clicked, a light bulb went off. It's like, wow, like we have a middle product. We have a middle end product. This product fits between the people who are just starting their company and, you know, maybe thinking about doing a press release or whatever, and those people that are getting featured on covers of magazines, right? We are in the middle. So how do we identify with that person? So we're going through and we're breaking down, where are they at with their business? What's inspiring them? What do they love? What are their dreams? What are their goals? Who are they looking up to? You know, where are they spending their time? So we're breaking this exact thing down. We're giving you Like I'm literally giving you the exact thing that I just did yesterday when we broke down for Press Demand, right? So I know that's a campaign that we just started. So you're like, Matt, how can you tell me something that's massively successful when, you just started it yesterday? Let me talk about a campaign that works really well. And this campaign got started in 2011, 2012. Somebody came to me and they said, Matt, I need your help. We're doing $5,000 a month and I need you to help me or else I'm going to have to close this business. Like, please help me. And I said, okay, well, let's do this. Let's break down the best customer. The person who came to me knew the best customer so well because she was targeting herself. She was targeting exactly herself. So all we had to do was sit down and have a couple hours of conversation and her communicate to me who her best customer was. Now, this is a edible, like this is little macaroon cookies, right? Like I mean, it doesn't matter what you're selling, guys. You have to know your customer. But she knew her customer so well that all of her imagery, every single thing that she put online connected with that customer. So all I had to do was target her best customer. She defined the customer so extremely well to me that it was so easy for me to go and target them. Therefore, she calls me up probably 30, 45 days later and it's like, Matt, what you're doing is not even fair. It's like you're printing money. I'll never forget that phone call. And then the next phone call was, hey, can you turn off the ads? Because we literally can't even fill these orders. We have too many orders coming in. I'm working 24 hours a day. Our ovens are going 24 hours a day. I literally can't make these fast enough. So she's gone off to make a ton of money. Her company, actually, I just saw that her company is doing amazing things, like absolutely amazing things. But it all started with one thing, knowing your customer, absolutely knowing inside and out your best customer, knowing how to target them, knowing how to communicate with them, knowing what they like, knowing what they dislike, knowing everything about your customer. And this is the thing that makes 80% of businesses go out of business because 80% of businesses aren't willing to do this, or they think that they are doing it and they're not. They're just, all right, well, we figured it out. Now let's move on. You have to know your best customer. Number one. Okay, let's move on. Number two, connect yourself with your customer, not to your product. Connect them to you. Why is this so important? Because in today's world, people have so many options of where to buy from. And I'll give you another case study for this and explain this to you. People have so many options on where to buy from today. They're going to connect with the person. They're going to connect with somebody. And that's why they are going to decide to do business with you. Why do you think somebody like Richard Branson can be so successful and own so many companies and be so successful at what he does? Because he's out there branding and marketing and creating this family, this thing, and he's creating it. And it's like, it's energy, and his energy is attracting people. Elon Musk, his energy, the things he's saying, like literally like, hey, I'm going to buy Fortnite and turn it off. You guys can thank me later, right? Like the energy, the things that they're doing, like it's attracting people in. So he knows by posting something like that, he's identified who his best customer is, right? He's identified that people think that that's funny, right? So he's selling cars and crazy other things, but he's selling these things because he is out there connecting with his customer and saying things and doing things and engaging with them and, creating press and creating this energy around him. If you want to be like Elon, be like Elon. Post, engage with people. So let's break this down. Create real, authentic content. And real, authentic content is, posting up stories on Instagram. Real, authentic content is doing videos, doing stuff like this, right? Real, authentic content is connecting you to your customer. Because the more the customer connects to you, the more they will buy anything. This is called influencer marketing. So connect with your customer. Massively important. Next, build or join Facebook groups. You have to get into a community. The community is what ends up selling the product in the end. Build and join communities. Build your own, join a bunch of other ones. Start engaging, start commenting, start jumping in there. You could be at $0 and 0 cents. You could be at the same level as Napoleon Hill when he wrote his book, which is $0.00, right? And you could start at that level. And then he writes Think and Grow Rich. He gets out there into the community, starts doing these different events. Boom, he blows up. Well, in a sense. Later on, over the last probably 20, 30 years, the book has gotten massive to that, where it's going to take 60 years for something to gain traction. Don't do that. But in the short term, in the short interim, you have to connect people to your message. It doesn't matter where you are in your life, in your business, start connecting with people. If you know you want to serve a certain customer, start serving that customer in any way you can. Start learning everything you can about that customer. Dig in so deep, and then you're going to know everything about them. Next, post regularly, images and video. That's self-explanatory. Create a cult-like following. Get people to follow you, get people to be engaged. Give value. Guys, this is massive. Don't be a salesperson first. Salesman, salesperson. Don't be a salesperson first. Those people that are just posting online and they're posting just crap. I see people posting their personal Facebook pages, just absolute crap. Don't do that. Don't post every single thing that's been posted online and repost everything. That's not targeting your person. If I scroll down and I don't see a consistent message, not hey, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. No, literally you can go back for an entire year, probably even 2 years, and it would be hard for you to find a single post with me saying buy something. It will be hard for you to find one because I don't do it. What I do is I give value. Every single thing I do, value, value, value. Everything is value, right? That's how I've built a following. That's why people click the like button. That's why people sign up to my things. That's why people come in and buy eventually, because I give them value. Value first, always value. All right, next. Be patient and deliver every day. It's those people that aren't patient. Again, this takes a long time. This isn't an overnight thing. You have to be patient. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to run the marathon. You can't get the sticker and the awards and all of the accolades that come with running a marathon if you don't run the marathon. You have to run it. And what if I tell you that if you spend 2 years working on your business, doing these things, understanding this, breaking down your customer, understanding your customer so deeply, and then connecting with people. If you do this for 2 years before you launch your product, you will never have to worry about money for the rest of your life. I'm going to say that again because it's very important. What if you understand your customer so well, you interview them, understand everything about them, and then you do this for 2 years. And if you pick the right audience, and if you can do this and connect with them, you would never have to worry about money for the rest of your life. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who are struggling. There's a lot of people that, went to school. They get a, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year job, or, those people that thought that retirement was going to kick in and, now they're still working, right? The economy is not what we thought it was going to be at this point. The world and how much money we're all making, it did not keep up. Things are getting more expensive, but our revenues are not going up on the broad scale. I was reading something today that was saying that I should be making $30,000 or it's what was it, $40,000 a month at my age. That's the median. $40,000. No, $40,000 a year. God, I can't even say the words. $40,000 a year at my age, right? I want to make 7 figures per business per year. 7 figures per business per year. And I have 7 companies. So just put that into perspective. If the entire world is just working off of $40,000 per year, it's going to be very difficult for us to expand and grow and, do these things inside the economy, which is why most people have a second job, which is why many people are starting to do other jobs on the side or getting a side hustle or something like that, right? That's why a lot of these people are moving towards that. Why is that? Because the revenues that we're creating in jobs are not keeping up. Therefore, a lot of you are here probably working a job and then also trying to build your business as well at the same time. So you definitely know where I'm coming from there, which again, is me knowing my customer, because most of the people that sign up are people that are trying to quit their job and go full-time with their business. That's who I keep talking to. Guys, know your customer. All right, next, once you do this, once you master this, connect your product to your customer. You have to connect the product to the customer. And let me go back real quick, finish this. I told you I was going to tell you a quick case study, a quick story. So we have this one client, and for years, the client was showing up into the office every single day and meeting with every single customer as they come in. Now, we started noticing that every single thing that we were doing in advertising and everything is consistent, right? So that's the consistency. The variable is that person stopped going into the business every day. And what we noticed was a decline in the trends, right? So think about that. As the business owner stopped connecting with the customers started tapering off. We were doing this, and then now you start doing this. So as you stop connecting with your customer, as you stop making that connection, your company will trend down. It's about you. It's about you connecting with your customer. It's not about anything else. Like, you can't just run digital advertising and just step back. You actually have to connect with the customer, right? Most companies, as they're starting up and as they're growing up, I'm not talking about Richard Branson and Elon Musk now. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about as you're starting up and going up, moving up to, say, 7 figures per year or 8 figures per year in revenue. As you're climbing, you actually have to connect with the customer, because you need to learn everything about the customer. They need to learn about you. They become loyal. They'll come back. They'll have that cult-like following. So next, connect your product to your customer. So let's say this should take you months. So months. And then this should take you 1 to 2 years. Guys, I told you this wasn't going to be overnight. This should take you from, say, 1 to 3 years in to really hone this in, connecting your product to your customer. So for that, you need to know your customer, number one. Number two, know their objections. Know what they don't want. Know what the objection is before they even ask it, right? So those people that are like, hey, I just, I ran a webinar. I ran a live stream automated, and I made, $40,000 from it. It's like, ooh, show me your link. Ooh, show me your ad. Ooh, give me a link to it. Ooh, right? Sound like monkeys. Like the entire ClickFunnels group sounds like a bunch of monkeys when somebody's like, ooh, I made $40,000 on a live stream. Ooh, give me. Right? That's the problem. That's the problem right there. That is the problem of every single person who is out there looking for the next best thing. Why is that? Because they don't know the objection of their customer, right? They're going in, they're looking at what other people are doing. Might have no relevance of what they're doing, might have no bearing on anything about their product or any bearing on their customer or their prospective customer. You need to know your customer, not somebody else's customer. You need to know your customer's objections, not somebody else's objections. My objections might be different than somebody else that is selling the exact same thing. Guys, you have to know your customer, not somebody else's. So you can't just take somebody else's ad or take somebody else's landing page and expect for it to work for you. It doesn't work like that. You have to know your competition. If you are copying somebody else, that is your competition. If you're saying the exact same thing, they're going to win. They're the blue ocean. You're the red ocean. What is a blue ocean? What is a red ocean? A blue ocean is when you're swimming around and there are just a bunch of fish in this ocean. You just chop. Just eat them all up. And then what happens? There's only 1 or 2 fish left, and it's a red ocean because it's completely carnage. It's completely destroyed. There are 1 or 2 fish left, and then you're swimming through. You're in this red ocean. It's like, ooh, all the people that were going to buy already bought. Now I'm trying to sell to the people that didn't buy the original offer, which is probably actually better than mine. Now you're swimming around in this red ocean. Guys, know your competition. When they zig, you have to zag. When they do this, you have to do that. You have to connect with them. You have to know your competition. You have to know all these things. If you don't, you're not gonna master digital advertising. Next, know your unique selling proposition. What's unique about your product versus your competitor? What makes you better? How do you fit into the marketplace? Just like I was saying with press demand, we have to fit into the marketplace. If I'm unable to put my message out there and instantly connect with people within 3 seconds to get them to want my product, I don't have a good elevator pitch, USP. You guys have to know it. And then you need to know where to advertise. You need to step out of the crowd, be willing to do what others are not, be innovative, and be willing to pivot. If you are unwilling to do any of these things, you are not going to be successful in your advertising. Guys, I don't know if anyone talks about this stuff, but you know, this is like, it's kind of marketing 101 for me. And this is what I had to learn when I was coming up in advertising. When I started writing copy for radio stations, I needed to know this stuff. I needed to know who I was talking to. I needed to know what would get them to take action. I needed to know what they thought was funny because I tried to create funny ads. My ads were pretty funny, actually. So you have to know all this stuff. All right. Hopefully you guys wrote this stuff down. It's been up here on the screen long enough. So write it down. You guys can, I mean, this is a video. You can go back and rewatch. All right. So next, let's do this. Let me show you an ad campaign and let me show you how to apply this to your advertising. And I know it's like, oh, Matt, I just showed up just for a quick thing. Like I just want to click a button and just have this all do it. No, that's not how it works. So there are people out in the world, and I like drawing them because it's fun to draw people. These are people. So there are people out there in the world, and we're going to talk about the targeting of these people in a second. And what you're doing is you're putting an ad out there. So let's say that's either a video or an image, and then you got some text up here. Got this image here, and then you got some more text down here, and then you got some comments. All this awesome stuff down here. This is your Facebook ad. So this is a wonderful Facebook ad. Pretty little Facebook ads. I feel like pretty little trees. Okay, so this is your Facebook ad, right? Then you have a landing page. So let's say LP. Do not make your landing page your shopping cart. Do not make your landing page a shopping cart. Very important. We're going to talk about the offer. We're going to talk about how to connect them. We're going to talk about how to take them down funnel. We're going to talk about pixels. You guys better buckle up. This is going to be good. And then your warm up process. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to draw some more stuff out down here. Okay, so first thing is the person. Let's start on the person. When I target with ads, I draw 3 circles. Every ad set gets 3 circles. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hit that target. Now, what are the circles? Demographic, so the demo, their interests, and an additional interest. So this is like a validator or like something that validates. And I'll just say validate. All right, let me explain it. So if I'm targeting and trying to hit this audience right here, let's say I hit that demographic. So what I had up on the board, I nailed this demographic. Like I have it totally nailed. Next, I need an interest. So let's say, for example, I'm targeting, I'm just going to throw something out and say Infusionsoft software, right? So if I target Infusionsoft software, I know that that's a business owner that does digital marketing. I know that that's somebody that does has a business that does something online because it's a CRM software that is targeted for those people. Now, let me explain this. I use Infusionsoft. I've used it since 2009, 10. Geez, I don't even know. So I've been on this platform for years. I know everything about this software. Everything. So I can drill down. I'm in all the groups. I know what the frustrations are. I know all these things. So if I validate and I say anyone that is a Facebook ads manager, now I am targeting people that use Infusionsoft who are already advertising on Facebook. I pull the demo and then I hit that circle. What does that do? If I come out and I say, hey, you're using Infusionsoft and you're marketing on Facebook. Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me help you create ads that are going to better connect with your customer. And let me explain how this process happens. I'm going to give you an offer. I'm going to give you something absolutely free, yada, yada, yada. That's not my ad copy, but you understand what I'm saying. I'm offering them something. So I identify to say, hey, you've never seen me before, but I know who you are. And they're like, oh, okay. You got my interest. I give them something. So that's called an offer. So I identify who, and then I grab their attention here, and then I give an offer. So who, offer, attention. Those are the three things I need to convey here. This image here is trust, and comments down here are trust. So I convey trust here. I convey authority or whatever it is that I need to convey. I explain who, I give them the offer, and I get their attention. That is the perfect Facebook ad, right? So I take them over with the offer, click over here. Then I have offer up top, explaining what it is that I am giving them. Now, the value of the offer is what's going to drive your conversion rate on your page. The more valuable your offer, the better you convey trust, the better you do your targeting, the better you communicate with this person, the more people who are going to sign up here. So again, I have a logo up here. That's the trust. I have the offer. I have a sub headline, and that's, you know, reinforcing who's there and why they're there. And then I give them name, email to sign up. And then below the fold, I'll do more trust. So that could be, if I have to, I can do, you know, a little bit about me. I can do a little bit about my customers. I can do some testimonials. I can do all those things, FAQ, whatever. But I'll do that below the fold. I don't do it up top. I do it below the fold. I want to make sure that they see the offer. The offer is the most important thing. The offer is what's going to get them to take action. It's not Matt, you know, sitting in an exotic sports car. That's not what's going to get them to take action. The offer of getting something from the guy sitting in the sports car is what people are going to take action on. But I don't really do all those things. Okay, cool. Thank you page. Here's where you start your delivery. You need a video on this page, and then you thank them, and then you give them a second offer. Give them something else to do next. Give that to them here, and then convey next steps. Then your warm-up process. So we can do a warm-up process here. The warm-up process, each one of the processes needs to be a video or email or whatever it is, right? Each one of these steps is actually your objections. Objection 2, objection 3. You have to answer their objections, because eventually we're going to ask them here, somewhere around touch point 7, we're going to ask them for money. And that is how to build a multi-million-dollar ad campaign from ground up. You know your ad set. You know that person inside and out. This ad set will continue this Infusionsoft conversation. If I decide that I can go make $1 million out of the Infusionsoft pool, people that are advertising and in the Infusionsoft pool, for example, just giving you an example, if I decided that, I would put every single one of my follow-ups here, whether it's a video or like an email or whatever it is, all of my follow-ups are talking to that customer. Every single thing that I do is to this customer, this customer, this customer. The place that people fall off, the place where people are unable to communicate with their best customer is when they start advertising and then they put them into a system and it's generic, because every generic system is not going to draw out the numbers that you're looking for. Every single system needs to be broken out into specific ad set campaigns, specifically targeting your best customer. The better you know your customer, the better all this follow-up will be. And a little bonus here, what you could do is you can run some ads. We'll just say, retargeting people in your funnel to make sure they see this. So you can retarget back to these people in the funnel to make sure they see each one of these videos or emails or whatever it is that you're giving it to them. So once they get down to this point, then they are warm. Put them on the phone, they're going to buy anything. Put them on the phone, they're going to be so excited about the process because you've warmed them up. You've explained all of these things so very well. You could do this in Facebook groups. You can do this just on your Facebook page. You can do it through Instagram. You could do it really anywhere, through YouTube, whatever it is. Wherever your customer is consuming content is where you need to be. Again, you can go back to the beginning of the video. The most important thing was in that column. Guys, this is fundamental to me. And every single time I get on a call with somebody, no one has gone through this in their business. Maybe they've made a couple $100,000. Maybe they've made a couple million. But this is the difference between making $1 million a year and 10 million a year, making 100,000 a year and making $1 million a year. Because you have to know your customer. You have to build scalable advertising where you're building it out to each one of the ad sets. You have to build out your content to each ad set. You have to communicate to each individual person, because if people need to believe your beliefs, people need to connect to you. And if I'm out there just trying to target everyone, just trying to say the same thing to everybody, it's going to fall on deaf ears. You can't be everything to everyone, but you can be something to someone. Guys, my motivational quotes and the things that I post up on Instagram, these things are real. I actually live these things every single day. And that's the difference between making 7 figures and 8 figures and making nothing, is actually implementing the things of which I say. So do it. Get to work. So this is how to fix your advertising. That's how to fix just basically everything. So let me jump on here, guys. Let me see if you guys have any questions. Let me see if I can change my camera angle. I don't know if I can, because I think once it's locked in to a camera angle, I'm not sure if I can change it. Man, these things are crazy. So I try to do this broadcast on, yeah, I don't think this is going to do anything. I tried to do this broadcast on Hangouts just to see what this would do. Oh, what does this do? See if that works. Hey, 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 that actually worked. This is fantastic. No, I tried to do this on Hangouts so you guys could actually get credits inside of my credits. So that's why I did it here. So let me see in my video manager. Let's see if I can go to that, and let's see if you guys have any questions on the video. See if I can answer any of those questions. It's so hard to find things in here. So let me get my laptop, because this thing is not showing me what I need. I hope you guys are doing well today. All right, cool. So let me pull this up. And no questions. Fantastic. All right, cool. Or maybe the questions are just hidden. I don't know. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this. I usually use Wirecast when I do this, but this is the first time I've done it on here. So guys, if you guys have no questions, like, I hope that this was massively valuable for you guys. Let me check out my credits, see if there's any like live streaming where it shows people coming in, because I did offer to you guys that I would pay you for your time today. So if you guys are on my credits, the link is on one of these two sides, and you can actually sign up and I will pay you for your time to watch videos and to watch these things. So, you know, I definitely appreciate you guys, and I wanted to do this for you today. And let's see if I see you guys are watching some videos. So, I mean, that's awesome. So a brand new platform that I just built here, and it's not showing up in real time actually, but I am seeing that people are watching videos, which is really cool. But it's not showing in real time. So I'll have to build some sort of real time thing, right? Be innovative. That's one of the final things in the product. You have to be willing to be innovative, and you have to be willing to listen to your customers, and you have to be willing to interview your customers, and you have to be willing to do and implement what it is that your customers say. So guys, if there's any feedback you can give me on this, I want to get better. I want to get better at delivering exactly what you guys need. Whatever you need, I will give to you. I want to do these sessions, let's say, you know, once a week or so, and break this out where we can do this. Let me actually share something with you. So for those of you who are on this live stream right now. Let me see if I can bust this out and see if I can jump into here. If you guys want to know a little bit about me, you can go to mattganzak.com. Let me show you what this thing looks like. Let me bust out over here and click on screen share. I don't know. Maybe this works. Cool. It actually did work. It's the first time I've done live streams right in Facebook, or right in YouTube, rather. So you can listen to my podcast. You can go to mattganzak.com. You can link in to listen to my podcast. And podcast, amazing stuff in there. You can read a little bit more about me. Grab a copy of my book. Actually, just go to Amazon, grab a copy of my book, The $1 Million Plan. You can get paid with my credits. So I explained that. You can go and sign up and get paid with that. We have Press Demand, another one of my products that we've launched, where you can get press on demand, which is really exciting. Watch some more of my videos and see all the different products that we have available. Now, for those of you that enjoyed this session today, I encourage you to go and check out Scale Up Academy. I encourage you to go and check this out. Go and listen to what I have to say here. Go and read what we have going on here, because inside Scale Up Academy is an incredible amount of information. What we just did today, if you say, Matt, that is valuable, that is helpful for me, like this is taking it to the 1000th% of what you saw here. So it helps you with creating your brand and getting ready to launch your brand, your product, your business out, mastering your conversions, how to get more people to sign up to your pages, your Facebook ads course, a complete Facebook ads course. This is 100% amazing. There's actually 2 different Facebook ads courses inside of my academy. And then my Instagram and social media course is all inside of here. My video formula, how to create videos that get massive engagement, how to do YouTube. I have a page that has, in the last year, over 57,000 subscribers. I show you exactly how we build YouTube pages and grow them massive. How to do SEO. This is one of my best courses that I've ever put together, and I have it up in here. We were charging $2,000 for it, and actually you can get all of this for $97. So that's a pretty amazing offer, right? You can get all this for $97 because I want you guys to win. So the SEO course is absolutely massive. It shows you step-by-step how to rank a WordPress site from just getting started to installing the WordPress all the way up to ranking #1 on page 1 for your competitive keywords, how to do webinars, how to do email marketing, how to do Google AdWords, how to get press coverage, which I haven't necessarily uploaded this yet because Pressman just went live, but I'll get that up. And then how to outsource, because outsourcing and delegating is the key to growing your company. So you get all this for just $97 per month. You can quit at any time. But it's just an amazing amount of value. So I encourage you to either go to scaleupacademy.com and see everything that we have inside of here, or go to mattganzak.com and click on Scale Up Academy, and then you'll be able to see like this. Because I want you guys to market like a millionaire. I want you guys to, build up your ad campaigns. I want you guys to build your messages. I want you to build your things online that help you to market like a millionaire. So be sure to go sign up for Scale Up Academy. It's by far one of the best things and best decisions you will ever make, because inside of there is an inordinate amount of information. If you thought this was valuable, like think of this times 100. Like your homework, everything that you need to do over the next 2 years is inside of Scale Up Academy. And I'm going to keep putting up great content and keep helping you guys so you guys can learn how to market like a millionaire. So again, that's scaleupacademy.com, or just go to mattganzak.com and jump into Scale Up Academy. Guys, this is it. Some people that are, I might as well tell you guys, some people that are in Scale Up Academy literally say this is the #1 thing that's helped them to grow their business and build their digital advertising, because everything I do is emotionally connecting your product through digital advertising. And then I'll show you exactly how to click the buttons and how to do the things. But in the beginning, this is just a planning course. Everything in there is also planning as well. So there's a ton of stuff in there. Like, let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see if I got, might as well show it to you, right, guys, while we're here. So let's see if I can pull this thing up and jump into my account here. And I don't even know. Like, I literally don't even know how to do these things inside of Kajabi because my guys are, my guys do all this stuff. I literally don't even know how to get in here. But yeah, so we have an absolute incredible ton amount of content. And now I'll click over to show you my screen. Yeah. All right. Fantastic. I'm going to get better at this as I go. Promise you that. So we have this welcome course inside of here. So it gives you a nice welcome introduction. And then here's the intro. So we just put this up in a Kajabi. Actually, we were hosting on ClickFunnels for the longest time. And we shifted over to Kajabi because we wanted to have better control over these things. And so that's just an introduction. This in itself, just the introduction itself is more valuable than some people's entire courses, which is crazy. Getting ready for launch. So that's 8 lessons on how to get ready. Mastering conversions. So here's how to get more conversions on your landing pages and getting more leads, getting more sales. Here's the Facebook ads course, which I thought that I put 2 in here. There might be another free one in here. If there's not, I'll get my guys to put that other free one in here, which is also in YouTube as well. So you can just go to my YouTube and watch the free Facebook ads course. So this is inside of the Academy. This is nowhere else. You can only see this Facebook ads course in here. Here's my Instagram course. So it gives you planning your content, learning your competition, and breaking everything down there. Here's my video formula of exactly how I create very, very high quality videos. Literally, guys, each one of these is about a $2,000 valued course. Each one of these is valued at $2,000, and I'm giving you access to all this for $97 a month, which is incredible. How to rank in YouTube. I should probably do some more videos in here, or my guys haven't finished uploading, one of the two. My SEO course is amazing. It's kind of what started this whole thing. We had like 1,000 people buy the SEO course and absolutely love it. And we even had an attorney go through and do the SEO course, and he is still ranking on page 1 for highly competitive keywords. And if an attorney can build a web page and rank for keywords, you can do it. I think those were his words. So webinars that sell, how to set up webinars and run webinars automated, how to do email marketing, and my AdWords mastery, which again, I think we need to upload some more videos here. And then the other content that we're posting up there. So guys, this is it's an unprecedented amount of value and an unprecedented amount of content in here. Literally, there are people out there selling each one of these modules for $2,000 per module, and I'm selling this entire platform at $97 a month. So why is that? Because I just want to help you guys. I want to give you guys value. Like I said, value for me. I'm not really interested in money. I'm interested in value. And I'm interested in hearing your success stories. Like all the awesome success stories we've been hearing going through here. I want to hear your guys' success stories going through the platform. So it's how to digitally market and how to market yourself like a millionaire. So jump on scaleupacademy.com or mattganzak.com and you can jump into Scale Up Academy. I look forward to seeing you guys in there. We'll do some cool things in the group, which I'm not going to do for free to you guys. Like it's $97 a month. That is like 1/10 of my hourly rate. So I would probably jump in there. That's probably the most valuable thing that I can give you guys this week. And call it a Black Friday sale, call it whatever you want to call it. But it's a sale, right? You know, I can't do any better. Like that is literally the best value that I can give you on the planet. So guys, thank you so much for showing up and watching today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. If you guys drop me a message, let me know what I can do to help you, what I can do to, you know, take this to the next level. And I encourage every single one of you to jump into Scale Up Academy. I look forward to seeing you guys in there. I look forward to helping you guys master your digital advertising. Okay. Have a wonderful, if you're in the US, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're abroad, just have a wonderful week and just be awesome. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching. Have an awesome week and have a good one. See you guys.